welcome to this week's episode of Gardener's Plot, What's New in the Garden. So today we're going to do a New Year, New Plot tour. Get to meet all the animals and I'll go through who everyone is and stuff like that. Someone asked about Saskia, so I thought I would include all the animals as well. So we'll start with our little Teddy. Yes, we'll start with you. I got Teddy at a wedding, as you do. We were there for like the weekend, and it was sort of like they had like a little farm and things like that. And Teddy was one of the residents, so we were walking around, sort of talking to the girl that sort of looked after all the animals. It's called Country Ways, by the way, beautiful place. And Teddy was behind, sort of in a hutch behind the barrier, and I was like, "Ooh, can I have a play?" And she's like, "Well, she's had him since he was born." She said he got a little bit aggressive with her, so I was like, "Well, if he bites me, it's my own fault." So she sort of looked at me crazy. I was like, "I'll be fine." Got him out, and he came straight up and gave me a kiss, didn't you? So immediately was also like, "Can I have a fur?" The other half was like, "No, we're not being these people." Also, his name was Bear, and we've already got a cat called Bear. So I was like, "It's meant to be." And the other half was like, "No, we are not being those people." I don't feel I'll add a picture here of me being told no. And then on the Sunday we went sort of say goodbye to all the animals, as you do. And the owner was like, "Well, do you want to play with him in the stable for a bit?" I was like, "Oh, go on then." So basically for 10 minutes you had me and Teddy chasing each other around. So every other wedding guest sort of looked at my other half and he was like, "Okay, we have a ferret now." So Teddy came home, and I will show you a picture of my reaction of the other half saying yes, no. So yes, that is how we acquired Teddy. And then he came home with us. And what happened? That was it. We had him for, I think, a couple of months, and then he nipped me. And I was just like, "I'm not a minute, Teddy. We don't do this. We love each other." Messaged a friend who breeds Angora ferrets and things like that. Beautiful ferret she's got. That's not euphemism either. But she said, "Oh, it's breeding season. He's gonna be aggressive." So then a couple of days later he went to bite me again, but actually it didn't hurt, and he was just held on my thumb. So I was like, "Oh." So that means he saw me as his girlfriend, because that's how male ferrets mate. They grab the female by the scruff and then carry off to the bedroom. They're not polite about it. So during certain times of the year, Teddy likes to bite on my thumb. There's lots of videos on me being eaten by Teddy, so I won't go through that again. So that's a little bit about Teddy. Right. Let's have a quick tour. Well, I say a quick tour. Let's have a good tour. In-depth tour of the garden. It's going to be a long one today, guys, so settle in. And I will see you in a minute. I'm just going to pop him away. And yes, I'll see you. So we'll start from the top of the garden, as we always do. So this is what I managed to get done last week, I think it was. Tidied up the fern garden, added a bit more bark. So that should come through bit thicker this year. Rebarked this side of the path. I think that's a bit of fox poo. Thanks. So here is our primrose patch, and the plan is for them to gradually come up here on this side of the bank. So that middle bit is going to be a stream of some description. There's one of the cherry trees, and I've got quite a few little saplings in the middle of the river, so I'm keeping them there for the minute, and then I will move them at some point, but while they're quiet they can stay there for a minute until I've got a space. So yeah, this is our fern garden up here. We'll get to the wildlife pond in a minute, so first of all I'll go slowly. This is our wildlife wall. It's got a water source at the bottom, a micro pond, so there is life in there. There is pond snails and stuff. So we'll see if we can do. I've got a new camera, so we'll have a look and see what we can actually see in there. We'll have it. It's got a little light on, so we'll see. We've got a compost pile behind it, solely just for wildlife. There is a nest box of straw also behind this log, if anything again wants to nest. We've got all these cubby holes and stuff. There is a playlist on this, so go across the playlist and you should be able to find it on all sections that I've built. But we'll update it this year, and some more plants. The ones obviously those died, but we'll try and get some tough hardy plants. So there you go, that's a little bit about the wildlife wall. So what we'll do is we'll go say hello to Saskia. So let me go inside and I'll see you in a second. So this is Saskia's aviary. She's got branches. I try and move the branches around every now and then to give her a sort of enrichment. This is where also the quail will come back into when it's warmer. Their dust bath is currently a water bath. So I've got ferns in here. I need to add a few more. There's a few little bulbs in the front there. I can't remember what they are. A few little shrubs, so I do want to get a few more shrubs in here. That's plant wise. There's another little fern up there and a couple of ferns down here. Food wise, pumpkins at the moment, and I'm just getting nut selections from Lidl just while it's still sort of winter time. So what we do is just scatter. Put some up in her unicorn as well. If you're new to the channel, you will soon find out that I'm a little bit obsessed with unicorns. Saskia got lazy, so rather than going up inside, she just chewed his face off because she's nice like that. She'll be out in a minute. I just gave her a treat, so she's gone inside her nest box, but it won't take her long to finish it. And then we'll tell you a little bit about Saskia. Or I'll tell you a little bit about her today, but it's coming up to Squirrel Appreciation Day, so I'm actually going to do a whole video dedicated to Saskia. So I think that one might be next week. So I'll put all the footage of when she was a little baby and stuff like that. She's very cute. I'll see if she'll come back out. Sass! Miss Sass! Sorry, shouting then. I have a mic on. Sass! So, until she comes out, I acquired Saskia when she was 2 weeks old from my best friend. She found her in her garden. Well, her dog did and tried to eat her. So she was 2 weeks old. So then I basically became mother. For the first week it was 2 hourly feeds. I put a pop picture in here of the first day that she came. So yeah, she's going to be I'll do, like I said, I'll do a whole video on her and how I acquired her. But yeah, basically I hand raised her, but she's too tame to go back out in the wild. I don't think she'd survive, so she gets food, enrichment and everything here, but she is cuddly still. With squirrels they can become quite aggressive, but she never really has, only if there's food. Sass! There she is! I've got more treats. Look. Little bits of waffle. It's cold, I think. A little bit too cold for Saskia today. Nah, she's got a treat. She's chewing. Alright, we'll leave her to it. I'll try and get some footage later if I can. But we'll come back and see if she's out. Right, let's go have a look at the wildlife pond. So managed to give this a really good tidy up and rebark last weekend. Added some framework, zhuzhed it up a little bit. We'll take a little seat on our little bench. So this is our wildlife pond. I'm going to do a mini series on this, so keep an outlook for that. But this currently is just covered in water parsnip, but I'm not going to disturb it because there's probably a lot of things hiding in and amongst it. But there should be sticklebacks in the pond. They overwinter quite well actually here, and I've not actually had any ice form on the pond. I think because of this good carpet, I think it's done quite well. Plans are to try and get some Gardiner and things coming up from there, sort of the back, big shrub things. So that's a little iris patch, and I think there's some pampas grass in there. So there's lots of little places for frogs and amphibians and things, and creepy crawlies tied in, like your log pile there. If you look, there's also some pots submerged into the bankment as well. A nice mossy rock. You all like a nice mossy rock. That, I think it's figwort or something, possibly. The one in the middle. So then there's another little bug hotel. This is my buddleia. So I'm going to try and retrain it to go up over the mushroom. But this is going to we'll try and turn this into a meditation area as well. So we need to get a nice big Buddha, possibly pop them there. That's going to be the bog garden. So I think that I put some amastil, if that's how you pronounce it, in there. So hopefully they'll come up soon. There you go. Lots of things going on in this pond. But like I said, we'll do a mini series on that and try and go in depth. Okay, that's the wildlife pond. Oh, I think Saskia might be out. No, she just went back in. Alright, there you go. Let's go on to what this is going to be, or is. But who? So, wildlife pond from this angle. So this vine work here is actually American ivy, and during the summer months it's sort of like a massive green tunnel. So the plan is to try and train it sort of going across to this rose and cherry tree and create a nice sort of hidden world, nice secret garden. I don't know what to put in this as well. I want a nice big something in here. What would you suggest for it to go in here, and also that one there? Suggestions on a postcard. So this is my strawberry plants. I've got some nice new growth actually coming up through. So hopefully I'll try and get some more of this year and just build up this as just a massive strawberry patch. Grew spinach in this last year, done really well, so I might do that again. And again, salad leaves in here. This is going to be sort of kitchen herby garden, if you like. Just salads and stuff I can just pick. Still don't know what to do with this bed. Whether to keep it as a bed or turn it into an animal enclosure, I don't know. Potatoes done well in there. I managed to find some the other week. They were a bit moth-eaten. Not weren't too bad. So yeah, don't know. We've got rhubarb and we're a bit blurry then. Rhubarb and raspberry at the back there, and then grapevine up there. So suggestions on a postcard for what we would suggest for this bed here. Nest box, that is quite easy to make if you've got an old pair of boots. I shoved a little bit of moss in. There was a little bit of interest last year, but no one nested, so we'll see what happens this year. So there you go, that's this space here. Right, we'll cut across now to the wildlife border. So the garden is mainly wildlife orientated, but also trying to grow things in it as well, trying to get that perfect balance of things. Bulbs are all coming up now, so that'll be snowdrops and bluebells. They're all up in this. I think there was something else as well, can't remember. Black elder there, so hopefully this year it'll grow a bit taller and I can try and create a sort of like arch with it. This is also where I've got blueberry, gooseberry, red currant and black currant and raspberry and blackberry as well. This is also like a berry patch, so it does quite well actually. Well, it did quite well last year. And then I got lots of items as well. They come up through and they kind of support the berry trees, kind of support them. And then this patch during the summer and spring is just filled with bees. I counted 5 different species one day. Yes. And then I try and generally grow corn here. I've got some where they've come from. An animal, it's not one of mine, but I think a fox uses this area as its large playground. Also planted comfrey last year, and that just took off, so I might just have that as a comfrey patch. And no idea what I'm going to do with this. Pampas grass? I don't know. And that's a little rockery with some grasses and bottle brush. Everything's winter at the time at this moment, so everyone's a bit quiet. And that I don't know what that is. I might cut. Do I need to cut it back? I kind of just let it do its own thing. I might give it a bit of a trim. Again, answers on the postcard. Right, let's have a look at this. I might. No, I'm not going to look in there. This is like the cage graveyard. I'm going to turn that into animal enclosures, mainly for Teddy. Just because I can't be bothered to replace all the glass. It's dangerous. I almost always cut myself when I try and fix it. So I'm going to build framework with mesh and everything. It's going to be secure, but I'm going to have that as like a little bit of an animal house. And then the shed I can use as something else. And they're also a bit closer to the house as well, so I've got a depths of the winter in the dark, try and find my way up the path. So yes, we'll come back. That's an entire project on itself. Let's go have a look down here. There's our loft. Right. So this is Hazel. She's a Rex, or what's known as a Rex rabbit. We've had her. Oh. She came last year to help keep my male company, who unfortunately passed away last year. She came from a veterinary school where she was used as a handling animal for vet students, just to go and cuddle. But I think she's one of those rabbits that don't really appreciate being cuddled. So when she first arrived, she was really nervous and it's very hard to sort of catch her. Whereas now she's fairly chilled out. She's still a little bit highly strung, but she is... yeah, she's chilled quite a lot. She's gotten used to us now. And news, there is some news. She will be getting a boyfriend soon. But we'll introduce you to him later on. He's not here yet anyway, but he'll be arriving Monday, possibly? He'll be arriving at some point. Yes, there's a little Hazel. Rabbit. It's a bit windy, so I do apologise. Some of the chickens in Boston. Currently filming some pet TV. That would be coming out on Wednesdays now. So Hazel is in our herb garden. She's currently finished off all the rest of the mint. So yeah, bay leaf has done really well. Look massive. Another little hidden nest box. That's the Buddha. I kind of might move the Buddha up to the pond Like, or he might stay there, I don't know. Decisions. Yeah, we'll move him up. I think he might be happy out by the pond. There is clematis there, which is hopefully going to grow up all over the chicken coop. My succulent's done well, so I might plant some more. Moss has done well as well. It's all bedded now. Keep that. This bed, I never know what to do. The chickens always destroy it, so I might try and get some chicken-proof shrubs and just really build up with shrubs so they can go in during the summer and sort of cool down. Yucca's done well. Yucca? I think it's yucca. Loads of new growth last year. So yeah, ideas from the apologise about wind. Kitchen garden here. Not really great spots here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have this as sort of like a little small growing space. Chicken coop. Chicken coop. That's all they're all bedding from inside, just giving them some new fresh. Got the Christmas tree in there as well. And there's our farm dog. So dad is lab cross collie, lab cross Springer cross Welsh collie, and his mum is a full Welsh collie. So he's also known as a Blue Merle, aren't you, Boston? Look at his eyes. So yes, that's Boston. He's about 3'4". Alright, hello. He's on chicken duty, aren't you? Yes, yes you are. This was a lawn until the chickens got hold of it. This is Boston's summer bed, but the chickens love it. They like a bit of comfort, my girls, for some reason. Yeah, they like a bit of comfort. Nice relax there, missus. So we'll go sell it to guinea pigs. May have to put my phone down, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So I've just put some spinach in for them to hopefully draw them out of their hay castle. So that's Squeak. He was our first one. He used to be my co-host before Teddy. Actually, I might. Yeah, he was my co-host before, well, as well as Teddy. They used to interchange. Then once Teddy, Squeak had his little plums snipped, I got him some friends, some girly friends. So that would be Rosie coming out now. Rosie and Daisy. I call them Rosie and Daisy because they're like little cows, little dairy cows, and they joined Squeak as co-hosts. And then Miss Puggle came to join us. Her original name was Hermione, but she looks like a little Puggle, so we got decided to call her Miss Puggle. I think that's her coming out now. Come, my creatures. There you go. That's the piggies. There is an entire video on them, like what they eat in a week. They get something fresh every day. There you go. That's Rosie. Daisy's right behind her. Should be out soon. Yeah. Check out I'll post a link to their video in the description below of their what they eat in a week. There you go. That's the guinea pigs. There you go. There's Daisy. Look at their little faces. Who doesn't love guinea pigs? Just need Miss Puggle to make an appearance now. She's got the taste. Tell you what, they'll be my co-host next week. There you go, there's Miss Puggle. No, she's still being a bit shy. Alright, there you go. We'll leave them with their spinach and we'll say hello to Maddie. Oh, and the quails. So, there you go. There she is! We've got Miss Puggle. There you go. That's all 4 faces. Right, let's go say hello to Maddie and the Quails. So this is Maddie, or Maddie Moo Moo, as her official name is. She's actually Boston's auntie. So her mum was a lab cross springer, and her dad was a Welsh collie. A bit other way around, wasn't it, Moo? So yeah, that's Maddie. She's our firstborn, one of our firstborns, aren't you, Moo? Yes, she's still muddy from her walk. This is what Hazel calls home. She can jump, she can hop 3 times. I know it's not the biggest cage in the world, but it's dry in here. It's out of the way of the wind, and then she gets access out there on a weekend to run around as much as she wants. So Quail. This is Shuttle. It's because he looked like a shuttlecock when he was a chick. I think he might be male. I did think he was a female. But unfortunately over the Christmas period, him and his cage mate decided to have a fight. And Shuttle won. We'll just say that. So I'm going to try and do an experiment to see. I've got an actual official a male that I'm confident with, to see if they have a bit of a Barney, or if he tries to have fun times. We'll see, and then we might decide what we do with you. You're staying, but if we get your boyfriend or girlfriend. So down here, you've got, this is Randy, for obvious reasons. He's currently trying to go for Boston. He's currently attacking me. Look, he's trying to go for Boston. Told you last week they were aggressive. And then there's Queenie at the back. She's called Queenie because she's a bit of a queen bee. She's queen bee when she's all with everyone else. Right, calm down. Is this normal for him to want to go for a dog? Look. It's because Boston's there. Look at him go. Really, is this normal for a Quail to try to be this aggressive to a bigger animal? Look at him. We call him Randy. You're protecting your girlfriend. I know, you're protecting your girlfriend. You gave her a black eye over Christmas. Perhaps Randy's not the best name for you. Perhaps you'd be like Bruiser or something. Or Stella, because it looks like you should have a can of Stella in your hand. Bit of a light, aren't you, mate? Is he? Oh, we don't like you, boss. What have you done to upset him? There we go. That's the... Yeah, we'll see how he gets if I pop him in with Shuttle. And see if there's handbags at dawn. If there is, I can separate them before anything actually drastic happens, and then I can know if he's male or female. Sounds like a plan, but yeah. There we go. Mighty Quail. So that's pretty much tour done. Got a nice gravel path now. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that's like there is hydrangea there, which I've trimmed back, and then we got just some pot plants. There's a fuchsia and some other random things, I can't remember what. That's the hay bin, so that's where I put my bale of hay, keeps nice and dry. And then our food rack and spare pots and pans and things. Oh yeah, I've got a water butt there. Don't know what's in there. Could do with a bit of a empty, I think. I can put my hand in there. Oh, while we're here as well, I have got a little bit of a side allotment space as well. That is actually leeks there. It's not grass, it is actually leeks. I checked and they actually... I need to separate them. I don't know. Can I eat them like that? Can I treat them like spring onions? I'm complete novice, I won't lie. Well, I say novice. I tend to... Yeah, you know what I'm like. Another water butt there. So we managed to catch a good lot of water. So yeah, that's where I can put things as well. Bit of a growing space. There's Farm Boy. Hazel, eat my clematis. Can stop that. And then in here is another water butt, and we have got some goldfish in here. I'm not even going to attempt to try and see them. I'll put some footage in now. There you go, that was them the other night. Right, I think that's it for the tour. We'll go back in there with Angry Quail, and I'll see you in a second. Right, that's the plot tour. Got to meet everyone. Oh, I forgot to say the chickens' names. That's you've got Gloria, Olivia, Tina, and Sims. Because Sims was part of a group of girls called Ransom, Sims, and Jeffries, which is from the children's book Foxbusters. And then these are named after Gloria Estefan, Tina Turner, and Olivia Newton-John, because they're divas. So that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed the tour. I know it's been a bit of a in-depth one. But as for any people that have joined the channel and stuff like that, I thought I would do a proper good roundup. So there we go, that's Gardiner's plot. So next week, like I said, will be a video all about Saskia, because it's the 20th or the 21st is Squirrel Appreciation Day. So we'll do a video dedicated to our little Saskia. So that's it. Oh, Wednesdays I'm going to start trying to do a pet TV Wednesday, so it'll just be footage of animals if you want to put it on for your pets. I've heard a few people say that their pets like it, so we'll see that. Right, I'll see you all next week. Toodle pet.